dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 5.
On first down, Mancuso. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it brings up third down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mancuso. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down, Mancuso. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
218, chop. Check, crouch.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Ito Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first and 10, Mancuso. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
Silver, 36, 36.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about, Dust, all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Let's get off the field.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Connor. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
5.
To throw on 2nd down. Connor. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch left, watch left.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Looking to throw. Connor. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. We're scoreless after 1. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, here's Love. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike, 45. It's our field. It's our field.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Connor. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Defense wins championship, baby.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Come on.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Mancuso. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd down, 6 at the 31-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run with Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It'll be Love to try and get to 1st. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
it's 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
You don't want no problem from me.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season. We'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Five. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I got one. Mike 50. Mike's 50. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 5.
On 4th down, Mancuso. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It's just, it all happens. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready up. Smooth.
All day, baby, all day. 59's mark, 59's mark. Check.
Shoot.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Geis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. Mancuso. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, this is Smith. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 6. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check, 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Looking to throw. Mancuso. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He'll return it from the 6. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Don't get nervous.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Harris Campbell, 88 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mancuso. It's caught by OBJ. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun on third down, Mancuso. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing after the interception. Mancuso complete to Jones. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Back to throw. Mancuso. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
You ready? Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, 55. 56.
Looking to throw. Mancuso. Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Delta.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Rip right, rip right.
Operating from the gun, Mancuso. Jones has it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22. And now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
It's caught. Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Bravo.
From the gun, Mancuso. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be
Looking to throw on second down. Mancuso. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
I can't believe they even let you down.
Here's Love again. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
56.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Hudson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hudson. And he's got his man on the comebacker. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Hudson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll start the drive with Love here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Go now. 70, Indy.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Bean. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You got it. You got it.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Redskins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall.